Ice baths and cold exposure are more popular than ever before. And as you might know me, I love cold exposure too, but I can tell you this. When you use it wrong, it can be not good. And in this video, I will shortly explain you all the things you need when you want to start ice bathing, cold showering, and literally having cold exposure. Why it's useful, what it can do, what are the side effects, what actually happens with your brain, why you should do it, and why it might be a waste of time for you. All of that in this video. So my name is Just Visser. This video is a series where I explain you every single Instagram reel and uh, fancy shiny object and explain it in detailed science-based form so you can understand it and easily apply these things and decide if it's good for you and if it's not good for you, or literally let the trend vanish. I work with entrepreneurs, I'm a biohacker, and I make them healthy on a personalized base. So every single day I either research, I create those videos, I talk to my clients, or I perfectionize my health on my own. So my whole life is dedicated to health and biohacking because I want to make the world healthy again. And I want to start with entrepreneurs because we are the cornerstone of the humans and we need to be healthy in order to work and perform better. And today's world, we need to perform more than ever before. And therefore, to be honest, a life without this biohacking is a lost opportunity. An entrepreneur who has a biohacker by its side is way more effective than someone who hasn't. And if you wonder why suddenly all of these hyper successful entrepreneurs, look at Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, suddenly look so much younger and so much more healthy, it is not because they, are rich. It's because they use their money to have a biohacker or have a medical advisor who knows exactly what they're talking about, and they use substances and things that are neuroscience and they actually help you. And today we talk about this bloody stupid thing called ice bath and cold exposure. And the cool thing is, I love it, but not ice bath. I love cold showering. But first of all, we start, what does it actually do? Ice bath or cold shower? So by the way, in general, the ice bath is the harder form of the cold shower. That's what we can say. As you know, ice bath is something, you go in water that has 3 degrees Celsius, so that is the lowest temperature, or between 3 and 0 degrees temperature. That's kind of the lowest temperature you can have. Um, and cold exposure, so cold showering is not that ice cold. So what it basically does, it induces stress to your body. But what now helps you is that because of this induced stress, your regenerative systems get now active. Because normally when you have stress, that is, by the way, not chronic stress. When you have chronic stress, that's a whole different story. But when you have stress, your systems or your body is pretty good at handling and dealing with it and regenerating. Look at the gym, for example. You have a hard workout, you lift heavy weights, and then you feel sore, and after sleeping, you wake up and you feel good. And that's only because you have regenerative systems that help you to regenerate and to be fresh back again. And cold exposure in general should help you to regenerate better, to have the better blood flow, to do all of that stuff. Because when you now have cold exposure, your blood needs to flow better, your body needs to higher the temperature, it needs to get more active. That means more cortisol, more stress, because your body needs to work more to higher the temperature, or otherwise you die. That's literally it. So it's a death or a work situation for your body, especially the cold bath. It helps you with resilience because you face this pain and you stick through it even though you are in this death or death or grow situation. And additionally, it helps you with possible recovery aids, like what I said. It could help you with recovery from heavy workouts or something like that. That's, by the way, effect of sauna as well. It is the quite opposite. Warm and cold exposure actually kind of correlate with each other. But what now a lot of people do is they say everyone should do ice bath and everyone should go in the ice bath every single morning, and that's not true. If you are chronically stressed, the worst thing you now can do is putting your body in a position of stress back again. That's the worst thing you could do, you know? When you are an athlete and you the only thing you do is full-time athlete and recovery, then it's great. But when you're not an athlete and you have to work by side, when you're a pro bodybuilder and you have stress, private stress, you have a lot of things to handle, you are an entrepreneur maybe as well, then this might be not the best because you still have a lot of stress and your systems, your recovery systems still need to be active all day long, and you might suffer from chronic stress. And around about 33% of entrepreneurs, face burnout, and in some areas 50%, and around about 90% of entrepreneurs have mental issues like anxiety, stress, and all of these things. So it might be you that who actually suffers from doing this. And that means it is a waste of time. But why? Why? With all of these things I now mentioned, why do I still do it? Well, guys, I am a biohacker. So my whole life is either recording videos about biohacking, researching about biohacking, or working with clients biohacking, or try it out on my own. So it is my life. Okay, so I literally cut out all the unnecessary noise in my life, all the unnecessary stresses I have besides my private life, of course, my inner circle, my business, and my sport. But I don't need to, I don't have some external bad things that give me the chronic stress. I had the chronic stress phases, and there I didn't cold shower because I knew that I was stressed enough. But now I use it as a tool, you know? When you sleep enough, when you have your nutrition properly set, when you exercise, when you have enough steps, when when you have a great recovery method, when you work great, when you feel good, then you can do it because it helps you to start good in a day. I do it. I wouldn't do cold ice bath, especially every single day. It is unnecessary. I just do the lower version, cold shower, and instead of warm showering in the morning, I just shower cold, so my body release more cortisol as it normally does, and that means I'm more awake, I'm better, and I'm more focused. But I only can do it because I don't have this hard, stressful day every single day. And of course, my day is stressful. I work 12 to 14 hours, but I hope you get what I mean. I don't have this chronic stress. When I was building this product here, then it wasn't even a choice. It wasn't even an option to do that. Okay, but now I can do it. And now I just implement in my routine. I shower my whole body in the morning, and in the evening I shower my body only with water, with warm water to relax. My body knows when it's cold shower, that means it's time to work. I have this, I have this priming and this conditioning of habits that after ice cold shower my body knows, yeah, now it's time to work. So I use all of these benefits. But when you use ice bath only for mindset and your brutal work, then your body will suffer because you feel stressed, because you confuse your body with a complete health strategy that isn't meant to be for only mental purposes. If you want to have mental resilience, then meditate. But that's more boring than going into ice bath water and literally are about to die and be there 10 seconds more every single day. It is so unnecessary. You don't need it, and you can try it out. And if you don't suffer from it, continue it. It's great. I always recommend you to try these things out on your own. But if you heard a lot negative things, and if you are right now in this stressful phase, and if you have a lot of personal stress and all of that, and you might now think, well, actually, I might not use it, then don't use it. No one tells you to use it. Not because it's viral, it means it's good and it's healthy. There are a lot of cool things that gone viral, and I like it. But these things are only good for a certain group of people. I use ice cold shower. You can try it out too. I would always recommend this over ice bath because ice bath is real high stress. but it could help you with recovery if you're a pro athlete. I don't know who you are, so only you know who you are. That means you need to think for yourself. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I will see you. Bye bye.